We've spoken about this before. There is no next lifetime on this planet. This is the last lifetime of the precession of the equinox. 26,000 year cycle. The last 13 we've spent cultivating our current level of awareness to this point. Once again, the previous civilizations of Lemuria and Atlantis and what have you, that was during the previous 13,000 years. But once again, the entirety of the cycle is 26 plus thousand years. That we're closing out the last 13, which is, once again, this is the last lifetime, the closing chapter of Earth humanity's story. We're moving into the phase where this is Nova Terra. And of course, this species is evolving into galactic humans. So once again, unawakened Earth humanity, this is the last cycle of that. This is the last lifetime of that. There is no next lifetime of an unawakened Earth humanity. No, this is it. This is the last one. And once again, you either ascend in this one, or you go to another planet to start more cycles of reincarnation within the lower frequencies of existence. The activation and changes and ascension symptoms and all the stuff that we see happening around us, that's all leading to that. We're in a process of metamorphosis right now. Once again, this idea that, no, next lifetime, I'm going to get it right. Next lifetime, like, no, you'll be amongst another species on another planet experiencing the cycles of that particular species. For the Earth humanity species, oh no, this is the last one. 26 plus thousand years to get to this point. Earth is moving into the higher vibrational aspects of this solar system. There is no reincarnation or cycles of reincarnation for this planet anymore. We move into whole another sector of space, which does not house the lower frequency distortions of duality. It doesn't cater to those energies anymore. Not this planet, not this species. All the ascension symptoms and transformational stuff, what do you think all this stuff is for? You're in the process of a metamorphosis. However, the completion of that metamorphosis is based on your alignment, your energetic and emotional alignment as a species. This is the ascension process. There is no, I'm going to ascend, but then the next lifetime, I'm going to do X, Y, Z. Like, nah, your next lifetime is going to be on the lower dimensional planet or lower frequency planet that still have many more cycles left before it gets to this point again. Let's get that, let's ground that awareness. There is no next lifetime, and I'm going to do, of course, if there's a next lifetime, once again, you'll be amongst another species, on another planet, somewhere else, going through that cycle of experience, or those cycles of evolution. Not amongst humanity. Earth is going somewhere else. It's going to another sector of space, and we're moving into the new Earth, in the higher frequencies of existence, where we're not experiencing the reincarnation cycle anymore. We're done with, or at least this species, the souls on this planet, on this plane, who've evolved over many, many lifetimes and cleared up karmic experiences, are here to evolve beyond the cycles of reincarnation. There is no death or physical death for those evolving onto this plane of existence or on the new Earth. There is no physical death. We decide when to change bodies or what have you. It's just that those cycles of experiences are over for this species. Then that's why you have all these people expressing these principles and so on and so forth and being so informative at this time, because of the necessity to acclimate to these energies and establish these foundational changes internally in order to continue to exist here. We're not just kind of talking and then we're going to die and then the next lifetime I'm going to come back and we're going to talk again about it. Like, no, now is the time. The intensity of all the experiences and the dramas taking place, buildings blowing up and whole civil societies rioting and burning buildings and so on and so forth. Like, the intensity of this experience is only escalating to the point where we're coming to these realizations. That's the nature of this lifetime and this experience. I don't express it very much because, once again, it has a way of bringing about certain amounts of fear in certain individuals. But at the same time, it's the truth of the experience. There is no next lifetime here amongst Earth humanity or on this planet. All of those souls who experienced physical death up to this point, they're not coming back here. They're going to other planets and other solar systems. They've already gone to other planets and other solar systems. There's no reincarnation back here on Earth as a kid again and such and such. Like, nah, you had your chance. You learned the lessons that you were necessary for you to embody here on Earth. No doubt about it. That's why it's so intense. It's the last cycle. That's why it's so intense. It's the last cycle here on this planet, in this body, in this type of body. What are you deciding to do? What are you deciding to invest in? What are your creations? What are you intending to establish, to contribute to the new earth? Yeah, no doubt it can be quite a bit. But once again, that's why we're not into promoting. This is not for everybody. These truths were expressed many, many years ago. It's just that some of you are ready to, play catch up because you always knew that this time would come out of your many, many, many lifetimes. You knew this point would come in your journey. It doesn't change the truth of the matter. Beyond the linear illusion, of course, these expressions have nothing to do with promoting urgency or attempting to get you to hurry up and do anything. The new earth doesn't need anything but you to truly be in your heart space doing what you love to do. To acclimate yourself through healing, through releasing all the distortions that you've gathered amongst your time here, amongst separation, amongst duality. That's why we say let go so many times. Let go of this, let go of that, release, 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 because these are all programs and ideas that we've collected over the time of our many incarnations here amongst separation. The fighting and clashes between races and sexes and men and women and who's better and who's best, who's in charge, and so on and so on. All these are programs that were, basically distortions that we chose to work with amongst the realms of duality. As a catalyst of our expansion in consciousness as a species, as individuals. We created these distortions for ourselves because we had the strength to let them go when it was time, to choose to let them go when it was time. Once again, black, white, and once again, all of these distortions of separation. This is why things are so intense. The external illusion is baiting so much to attempt to get you to choose sides at this time, because once again, who's still in the lower frequencies of duality and who's evolving beyond that? Who's mature enough to see beyond the game of differences? Who can heal from that? Who's mature enough or evolved enough to heal beyond the in-quarreling amongst Earth humanity? And of course, the dark ain't doing nothing but promoting it, attempting to cause fights and pin one side versus the other, and Democrats and Republicans and these people versus these people, and so on and so forth. Once again, who is still operating within the lower frequencies of duality? Who's still in this space of insanity to fight amongst themselves? Who's still choosing sides when there's only inside, there's only God? Who's still participating? But this is the choice. Love or fear is the ultimate choice. Why you think all of these revelations are coming out? The revelations are the activation of programs themselves. Oh, this is in the food, and this is in the Kool-Aid, and this is in such and such. Once again, love or fear. Do you feel susceptible? Do you feel that you're a victim? Oh, look what they doing to the water supply. Look what they doing to us. Look what they doing to us. Once again, them and us, duality. They doing this to us. They doing this to our food, and us to our this and our that. Once again, all games of the external illusion. Are you playing? Are you allowing yourself to be emotionally manipulated? Yes, of course, as a collective, there is a we. However, even deeper than that, there's I. There's the one, there's God. Deeper than that, there's only God. However, for the purpose of the collective experience, unity consciousness, and all of the other principles of the one, we're experiencing, or at least experiencing the catalyst where it's necessary to recognize a we. Interdependence. Independence before interdependence. When I heal myself, I can harmoniously work amongst other people. Independence before interdependence. When I heal to a certain capacity, then I can go and work amongst other people harmoniously. Beyond the illusion of duality, or me versus you. Same thing goes when it comes to relationships, beloved. When you heal, you can harmoniously exist or coexist amongst others. That's why self-love is the foundation of all love. When you love yourself, then you can harmoniously coexist amongst another soul who loves themselves as well. And you can coexist amongst each other. You can work together. You can communicate without being defensive. Without the tug of war that we've catered to for such a long time. Me versus you, or who has the power, and who's more powerful, men versus women, and such like. Once again, all of these games of duality are this is elementary school. The lower frequency programs of insanity, because once again, you end up fighting yourself, going against yourself, comparing yourself, attempting to be better than yourself. Once again, the whole idea of comparison versus, oh, me, I do it better than you. Well, I do this better than me. Once again, healing is necessary.